Okay, big statement here. Big statement. Are you suffering? Are you suffering in any area? This is kind of similar to what I sent out another video recently about fear. But are you suffering at all in any area? If you're suffering, that equals resistance to God. Somehow you're resisting God if you're suffering in any way. Let that sink in. If you're suffering in any way, in any area of your life, somehow that equals a resistance to God. So this is one of those reflect emails again. I can look back in my life in all the points when I was suffering, when I really reflected back, I was resisting God in some form or fashion, either a lesson he was trying to teach me, a situation he was trying to close the door on for me, um, trusting in my own strength and my own power versus surrender. The list goes on and on and on. So just think about that. If you're suffering in any area, there's a resistance to God somewhere. Isn't that great? Now that you know that, all you have to do is go back to God, whether it be reading the Bible, talking to friends, praying, going directly to God. Say, hey, where am I resisting you, God? What is it that I'm missing here? And you're going to find the answer. If you're not a God person, I encourage you to become a God person, to just follow Jesus. I am saying that just straight up. If you're not a God person, I'm not talking religion, I'm talking Jesus. That's what I'm talking. And if you want to know more about that, hit me up or hit up anybody in Life Transform. We can talk to you about that. God will do the transforming work in your life. All we're here to do is share our own stories. That's my story. Anytime there's been resistance or suffering for me, it's because I've been resisting God. Even when I didn't know God, looking back, I can see it. It's as clear. It's like writing on the wall. It's like, now I understand. Good news is, even if you don't follow Jesus now, you don't know anything about God, God is still with you. He's still with you, and he's looking out for you. As long as if you're just still ignorant, but if you know him, you've been exposed to him and Jesus and all that, and then you're turning against and turning away, well, that's a tougher one. I haven't experienced that dynamic, so I'm not one to give you wisdom in that area. But boy, if you don't know God and you've never really understood Jesus in this whole Bible thing, I can talk from experience there. All right, have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening.